I'm not gonna fucking apologize. I'm not sorry for anything, as if I'm not sorry I didn't do anything. I literally didn't even do anything, and like I feel like I gave an amazing No, seriously, that whole Reddit situation. Do you guys really want me to apologize? Do you really want me to apologize? Because if you guys really want me to apologize, then I'll do it. But just know that it's gonna be fake.
Do you have any idea why people who do things on social media, like, I don't know, filming a dead body, end up getting away with it in the end? It's because they come on and they do a sincere apology, and a lot of their blind fans accept it and move on anyway. Regardless, the rest of the internet's like, why would you forgive somebody for doing something like that? But whatever. That's the key to their success, though. Is that they will get on, admit that they're wrong, even if it's just a publicity stunt, they do it the right way. They do it the way that, yes, it's cringe, and yes, we all hate it, but it works. It seems to work. You are going completely against the grain here. You think you're gonna stay popular even though you got caught doing something really terrible. And instead of apologizing, I used this analogy last time, but god damn it, that's exactly what she's doing. She just keeps digging the hole deeper. That's all she keeps fucking doing. So a lot of you guys asked me to respond to the video that her dad made addressing this whole situation. And so while I was looking into that, I was curious if she had made any further comments on this ever since everything happened. Apparently, yes, shortly after she made this I'm sorry video, where apparently she can't even spell the word sorry, so what does that tell you about her? And oh my god, hold on, there's this one part, and no, I didn't sit through the whole thing. I scrubbed the video forward, because I was like, okay, there's gotta be something interesting that happens here. There is. Get ready to, you're probably gonna want to click off the video after this, because it is so damn annoying, but if you could please just stay and be patient, I promise it'll get better.
If you get cancer, never, bitch. I'm way too beautiful to get cancer.
I wasn't aware that diseases judge you by your looks and then decide to attack one way or the other. I guess that pretty much means I'm screwed in the future. Fucking great.
I am so a lot, abundance, mass, like a lot, like XXO, abundance. Sorry, SORY. That's so me. I'm sorry. Sorry. SORY be how I be feeling. And I really feel super, like, I'm like, oh my god, listen up, jealous, ugly peasants. I am sorry. Yes. I'm sorry!
To all my fellow super ugly peasants out there, guys, I am really sorry. I'm really fucking sorry. SORY, I am sorry that I subjected you to that, because I know I lost brain cells watching that, and I am so sorry if you guys don't recover from that. I'm sorry I had to show that to you, but it had to be done, you know? We had to understand the severity of the situation, really. So, let's stop talking about her as much. Let's switch over to her dad now, because what he has to say, I think, is fairly interesting.
But due to some family drama, my oldest daughter has, with her streaming internet life that she has for herself, she has decided to involve her rest of her family into that drama that she has imposed upon us all. And there's been a lot of things. I was not aware that she was live streaming while she's sleeping. Like, who does that? Like, who just puts on a camera and just films herself while they're sleeping? But again, I don't understand.
Great question. And while looking at her freaking YouTube channel, she has a 5 fucking hour video of her live streaming herself sleeping. Okay, so this wasn't like a one-time thing, like she fell asleep accidentally. She thinks that she's so special that somebody's gonna sit there and watch her sleep, or maybe fall asleep with her so they stay on the stream with her the whole time. Only somebody who thinks that they're that special would live stream themselves sleeping, as if anybody wants to see that. And I swear to God, if any of you simps are watching this video, get out! Okay? Because you have issues. If you want to watch a girl like this sleep, you have issues. And yes, I do have stock footage of this girl sleeping, because I just had to show you guys how fucking ridiculous it is.
And the current culture of what people will watch as entertainment or to pass the time. since you want to, dox me and put my home address out on the internet, blast me and my social media accounts and the things that I'm trying to do with my life in the world, I'm doing this live as kind of my response to that. Now, I'm not trying to seek retaliation. I'm not. I really am not trying. I'm not trying to be vindictive. But the point is that I raised you on my own for 13 years. 13 years as a single parent. Never been the best parent in the world. There's a lot of parents out there probably have been in similar situations to the one I'm in right now that can totally identify with what I'm having to deal with right now. I'm dealing with a whole bunch of crap right now. But I'm an adult and I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it and I'll move on.
Hey man, so far to me it makes sense why you're making this video. It seems that she's left you no choice. If you call her, all she's going to do is live stream the phone call. If you text her, all she's going to do is show everyone the text on her platforms. It makes perfect sense why you're making this video. You can't communicate with your daughter elsewhere, and you need to get your point across, especially considering she accused you in front of everybody of being some abusive father. And let me also add, anybody who thinks they know what a perfect parent looks like has never been a parent. There's no book that tells you how to parent each specific child. And some of the best parents in the world end up with bratty children like this. Like, there comes a point where kids make their own choices, and she chose to be an idiot, so.
But Maya, you just started being an adult, and you've never had to pay for really anything in your life. You've never had to be responsible for bills. But that all ended last night because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that, completely false. But just to get attention from the internet and increase your view count and likes and subscribers, whatever your aims were, you basically acted out the scenario where your life was in danger. You called 911. So this is completely self-imposed.
And I 100% agree with that. If you're so narcissistic and quite frankly appear to be a sociopath like that, where you don't care if you screw up your own father's life just so you can get views and likes and money out of it, you don't even deserve to have a platform. You need to get off the internet, okay? Because you're getting a lot of attention right now. And you know what? I'm guilty of giving you attention. All these content creators are guilty. All the haters are guilty of giving you attention. But do you know what happens with this kind of stuff? It goes downhill. Eventually, people are going to stop caring about you. You will get no views whatsoever. Unless, of course, Dr. Phil takes you on his show, and I pray to God that does not happen. Because that never rehabilitates anybody. It just causes monsters out of things. Monsters who all of a sudden get platforms. So I hope, and I think that might be your goal. I think your goal might be to be like the Cash Me Outside girl, because if you can make it onto a major network about how this girl is so spoiled, you're gonna pull a Danielle Bregoli, whatever her name is, and all of a sudden you're gonna have all these little tweens following you thinking you're the coolest shit in the world. And I think what I'm trying to say is we need to stop making stupid people famous. It's pissing me off. Why, Brian? Is it because you're jealous? Nah, jealous might not be the right word, but I do feel like I'm a really hard worker, and to see all these people who just decided to be a brat for a living and make it, yeah, it's a little irritating.
Because that's what you're doing. Now, it's one thing, do it to me and all your followers, your fanboys, I don't know what the labels are for these guys that are like, I don't know if they're simps or white knights trying to come to your rescue. You can rescue yourself. You're completely capable of rescuing yourself. But no, you got to be the damsel in distress. You got to play the victim. But at the time you're doing that, you're going after people and you're causing damage. And it's real damage. It's called real world damage because there's real consequences to the stuff that you put out on the internet. As your father, I'm gonna always love you. I'm always gonna say I don't want no ill to happen to you. I don't. I cross my heart. I don't want nothing bad to happen. If something bad happened to you, I
completely realistic. I completely understand where he's coming from. If any of my kids ever did anything like terrible like this, would I be pissed off? Yeah. If they were of the age of 18, would I kick them out? Yeah. But could I ever hate them? No. No, I couldn't. Like, no matter what, there's no way you could hate your child like that. You just can't. You love them regardless, even when they're pissing you the fuck off.
See, that's the thing. For anyone that's a parent out there, I hope you understand what I'm doing right now, because I'm so angry and so upset. Yet, when you love somebody, when you freaking love somebody, if anyone's out there ever really love someone with the core of your soul, and then they do something to really hurt you, betray you, it is just, it's truly being stabbed both in the back and in the heart. Because not only did she stab him in the back would have been one thing. That's what she did when she posted those streams a couple days ago, because I didn't know about it. But since then, now that she knows that I see her lives, and now that she knows that I know what her YouTube channel is, now I'm being stabbed in the chest.
I think that's an excellent analogy, because that's exactly how I think that would feel. Like, you know I'm seeing this and you're still talking all this shit about me as if I was some abusive father.
What I'm here to really do, the ultimate purpose of this whole life, is just to ask you out there that are on this IP2 platform, Reddit, or Twitch, or whatever other streaming services that she's putting out this, drama, self-imposed drama bullshit that she's putting out there about her sister, now me. Come after me. Maya, you can come after me all day long. You could talk shit about me all day long. You could talk about my books. You could talk about my career. You could just come after me. I'm an adult. I could take it.
Honestly, I'm not sure if he kept making more videos after this, but there's more of this video, but I think this should have been the mic drop. This should have been it. And he should have left the internet altogether. Let her talk into the abyss to her dad, and let him not even acknowledge it, because the fact of the matter is, she's feeding off the negativity. She probably saw this video and was like, oh boy, this is great. Now I got all sorts of content I can make about my dad some more, and everyone's gonna watch it because everybody cares. As dumb as she is, she does have a strategy, and her strategy is to pull as many people into this whirlwind as possible so that she can keep getting more and more views.
But your sister is a minor. Your sister has had to be front row and center to all your drama for the past 8, 9+ years of 5, 6. So, folks, I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past 7, 8 years on her mental health and well-being. She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas. She has been to at least six doctors. She's been to 2 behavioral health institutions. She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. So as a parent, yes, it's my job to make sure that any concerns for both her mental and health well-being gets addressed. So she has been to doctors. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possible side effect. And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight. But he refused. He said, this is not safe for you. And she essentially walked out and refused this treatment. That was the very last doctor she ever went to.
A lot of people that keep coming to her defense and saying like, well, she has mental health issues. Okay, sure. But she's well enough to make the decision whether or not to get help for it. And if you actively choose to not get help for an issue because of appearance side effects or anything of the sort that just makes no fucking sense, it is still your fault. It is your fault that you were dealing with this because you were refusing to get help. If she was to the point of having to be institutionalized, yeah, obviously that would be the case. But if she's seen this many doctors, they haven't declared that she needs to be put in an institution. She's still able to function in society. She's just refusing to take treatment. So yes, everything she does is still her fault because she's not choosing the right path.
It's hard. I've traveled the world with my 2 girls. They've been to over 28 countries in this world. And I've given them everything I could to give them wonderful memories, to give them wonderful life experiences. All of that I did for her as her father. And this is how all of that effort, all of that energy, all of those decisions I made in the best interest of my daughters is repaid to me.
So what I hear is that her dad has been trying to give her the best life possible, but she lacks any sense of gratitude whatsoever. She is not grateful. She feels like this is the life anybody should have anyway, and that her father hasn't done enough for her. I never got to travel to other countries. My parents are great people. Alright, I love my parents to death. We didn't have the money growing up to do all that kind of stuff, and that was fine by me, because I was grateful for what we did have. It seemed to me like her dad tried to give her the entire world growing up. She was never grateful for it, and that's unfortunate. That's sad. It could be that he gave her too much and maybe he spoiled her and didn't even realize it, but I think there's a deeper rooted issue here. I think she's always felt entitled to these things, as if her dad never did enough. And that's, hearing his side of things, it blows my mind.
Because she captured me going off on my youngest daughter because she wouldn't listen to me. Yes, I said a lot of things I'm not proud of. I said a lot of things about my ex-wife, which is Maya's mother, and I have to thoroughly apologize. If you ever watch this, Iman, I'm sorry. I should be a better person than that. I really should be.
See that? That's how you make an apology. Now it gives everyone the option to either forgive and move on or not forgive and just stop watching. You know, like, that's how you make an apology. You paying attention there, Tessie?
Thanksgiving of 2019, you went to a police station to emancipate yourself, which is stupid. You should have did a Google search on what that means and what that requires. Police have nothing to do with that. But you know what? You know more about that than I do. But you went to a police station with Matt and his mom. Oh, you're such the victim. And then when she got on the phone with that officer and said, I'm willing to take her home, I thought she meant she was going to take you to my home. And when she said, no, I'll take her to my home or a female shelter, I was like, what? Because she honestly believed I was abusing the shit out of you. And I was like, really? And then when I finally saw your face of how you put on such a show for the police officer, such a show for Miss and Matt's all there being the white knight hugging you like he's some kind of dude. He's a freaking weasel of a man. He's not even a man.
All right, well, regardless of how he feels about her ex-boyfriend, I know nothing about him, but I've seen this before. I have actually seen a situation like this. There's certain people out there that love to play victim. They live off that shit. They feed off that shit. And some people are lying. I know, it's crazy. But I have known people that have stated that their parents abused them growing up, and then once they actually become an adult and start to mature a little bit, they'll be like, no, my parents never actually did that. I was just being ridiculous. I was young. I wanted people to notice me. And so the best way to do that was to pretend like I had issues at home. Like, I've seen it firsthand. And do I hold it against those people? No, not exactly, because I get it. You're young. You know, you make really dumb decisions when you're young. Like, saying shit like that is a really dumb thing if it's not actually happening to you. The difference here is that this chick, Tessie, is an adult, but she's acting like such a child. It is fucking ridiculous.
And I'm sitting there looking at this scene going, really? This is what I'm coming to after Thanksgiving. I'm seeing that he's like, I don't want to live with you. It's like, but then if she's going to take you, you know what? You go live there. And I looked at you and I remember what I said. I said, go live your life. And it wasn't even 2 months that your mother was messaging me on behalf of Miss LeBay saying, it's not working out. They want Maya to find another place. I'm like, well, where's she going to go? She has no income. She has no job. Long story short, you turned 18 in April of last year, and it was like 4 months. Well, 4 months, 4 or 5 months of being out the house, and you essentially got kicked out. And I said, you could come live with me. And I told you, as an adult, I only had 2 simple rules for you. The 2 simple rules was keep your room clean and don't do drugs and illegal activities in my house. That was the basic 2 simple rules I gave you. And you couldn't follow either one.
Now, holy shit. That is some easy rules to follow there. You know, if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure my parents' only real rule was you either work full-time to work on progressing yourself or you go to school and we will support you while you go to school. That is how you get to stay in this house as an adult. We will help you out, but you need to be helping yourself simultaneously too. That to me kept me busy, kept me motivated. And I'm not saying this dad did it wrong because, like I said, parenting can be subjective, and as long as you're not beating the shit out of your kid or just completely absent from their lives, a lot of parenting can go different ways and still lead kids to success. In this case, I don't know if his parenting could have led her to success, whether he changed it or not, because she just didn't really seem to give a shit.
But now here we are, we're at this point now. This is my life now. This is my life now, dealing with the fallout of your self-imposed drama. I do not appreciate the posts of nudity of my daughter because she's still my daughter. You know, whatever she chooses to do with her body and her OnlyFans or whatever sites that allow that content is her decision, her choice. I may not like it, but I don't need to be shown it.
Are people actually sending her father her leaked pictures from OnlyFans? That is messed up, guys. I'm gonna hope that nobody watching this video is one of those people that did that. But to whoever did, he doesn't need to see that. He knows. He's not an idiot. He would know what his daughter's doing. Why would you send that shit to her father? Like, that's not something a father wants to see. That's bullshit.
I just ask for just a little bit of respect there. Everything else is open game. Y'all want to talk about how fat I am? You want to talk about how old I look, how ugly I look? You know, I'm doing something about it. I go to the gym every day. I mean, the Krav Maga video, I don't even weigh that much anymore. I mean, I'm freaking, I lift weights, I work out, you know. You don't have your father in your corner anymore. I'll always love you, but you don't, I don't want you in my life anymore because of what you've done. It's going to take a lot of time for these wounds that you've inflicted to heal. It's going to take a lot of time. So you watching this, Maya, if you're watching this, I'm going to talk to you right now. And for people that understand, the parents that understand what I'm about to say, this is as real as it gets. Don't you ever come home. Don't you ever come home after what you've done. You go ahead. You're an adult now. Go live your life. Go make your money. Do the things you do that make you happy. You get one life. I call it the choose your own adventure that you get to make every day with your choices. I hope you make better choices. I hope you have positive, great things happen in your life. I hope you make all the money you could ever want to make in your life. I hope you have all the things you want in your life. But don't ever reach out to me.
And his video was originally like 33 minutes, but that pretty much covers most everything I wanted to talk about in it. I mean, it's all open for interpretation. Like I said, everything on the internet it's like we're only seeing the surface image. We don't know for sure what's happening. I'm just gonna put my opinion out there again. I think, to me, he looks like a good dad who's probably been struggling with his job, struggling to give his daughters the life that he always wanted growing up, and he pretty much got slapped in the face by the most ungrateful being in the world. I cannot understand how she could be so heartless. Because I'm pretty sure after this, she made some dumb videos responding to this and saying that he's just using her for clout. And it's like, yeah, okay, it says the person who literally reported him to the police because he's allegedly threatened to kill you. Like, yeah, he's using you for clout? No. At this point, he's just responding to you because you fucked up. And this may be the last video I do about this chick because, my God, I'm tired of giving her attention, and I'm hoping that this whole thing dies here soon. But if you guys really want to see me talk about any other piece of content you come across that has to do with her, that's fine. I will. I have no problem doing it. I just feel like it might be time to move on. But I'm all about pleasing you guys. If you guys want to see more of it, I will do more of it. Up until the point where we beating that horse to absolute death. And then we beat it some more. We're just gonna keep on beating it. We're gonna beat the fuck out of that horse. Tessie is not getting better. She'll either stay this way for the rest of her life, which, oh my God, good luck, or she'll grow up in the next few years, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I think she's just gonna keep on riding this weird wave where she thinks she's completely famous and owns the world. It's really cringe to think about, if we're being completely honest, but anyway. Alright, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.